Hi guys, welcome to Let's Go Fishing. Today we are fishing Ratzegaai kraal. Second time that we are here, and the reason why I came here, it's the beginning of autumn, actually mid-autumn. We're heading into the winter, and there was a massive cold front that came through, and there's a chill in the air in South Africa at this stage, and it's my favorite time of the year. When that chill goes into the air, it's like a dinner bell for the carp. They start feeding up for the winter, and it's also the time of the year that I like to combine two facets of fishing: a little bit of specimen fishing with a little bit of bank angling. And what we're going to do today is exactly that. So we're going to do bank angling today. Our rigs, everything is bank angling orientated. That's what we're going to do, but we are going to put some feed in the water. So but first, a little bit about Ratzegaai. Ratzegaai is just on the other side of Ventersdorp, about 20 kilometers outside of Ventersdorp. You go onto the Colini road, you drive down that road, and then you'll see a little tractor on your right hand side that's mounted on a wall. There's a turn off, you take the turn off to the left, 2 kilos down on the gravel road. That's where Ratzegaai kraal is. But you can't just pitch up here, you have to phone him Teens. He's very strict, I'm warning you in advance. There's strict rules here. It's a gem of a place, and I love it when there's strict rules, because then it's preserved for everybody to enjoy. So if you come here, don't come and muck around. You will be chased away. But if you behave, and if you do the things that the way it should be done, you're gonna have marvelous fishing. We're putting Uncle Teens's number up here. Give him a shout if you want to book to come and fish. This place fishes awesome right through the year, especially in winter. No reason to put away the rods. Let's get back to fishing. What are we going to do today? I'm going to start off, before I get my rods ready, I'm going to put some feed into the water. We don't pre-feed. Let's just get that straight. We don't pre-feed. There's no time for me to pre-feed. We left the Rustenburg at 5 this morning, arrived here, it's just past 7 now. So I'm going to cut open some mealie mix. So some mealie mix out of our signature series. This is the mealie mix, just mealies and hemp seed that is cooked. It's preserved, and it's there's some level 5 in it. So I'm cutting this open, and I'm going to throw some of this out in my mixing bowl. I'm just going to do half a packet. I've got somebody that's fishing with me today. His name is Barend. He's one of my pro anglers. We're going to introduce him shortly. And I'm going to add some extra level 5 to this. The smell out of this packet is just fresh cooked maize. I'm putting a lot of level 5 into that, as you can see, and I'm somehow gonna use my hand to properly mix that up. I'm going to leave this now for about 2 to 3 minutes. Just let it soak in. Get my spot rod ready quickly. Measure out. So what we're going to do, I'm going to fish at around about 100 to 105 meters, and the reason why I'm fishing there, with previous times that I fished here, on that 100 meters you get a little bit of a drop off, and that's where the bigger fish are sitting. The fish in this dam is all over. We can actually feed on 20 meters and we're going to catch them there. So but I want to cast a bit today, and I want to see if we can maybe catch something special on that little drop off. So if you come to Ratzegaai, you can basically feed on any distance. You will catch a lot of fish. I'm going to get my spot rod ready, quickly measure out, and then I'm coming back to fetch this, and then we're going to do some feeding. 85, 90, 95, 100. Guys, like I said, we've got a guest on our show today, Barend Houfert. Barend, welkom op die program, Boeta.
Baie dankie, lekker om hier te wees.
Barend's going to talk Afrikaans because he says if he talks English, it's like his airtime.
Yeah, he keeps running out.
So, for the Afrikaans viewers, ons het vir julle iets vandag. I'm going to stick to the English because we've got a lot of English fans out there as well, and most of the Afrikaans people do understand English. Okay, so what we've done, we left the mealie mix a bit for that level 5 to even soak in a bit further and dry on a bit more. I measured out, so we measured out at 100 meters. I'm not going to do the 105 and 110, just 100 meters. And then Barend's fishing to my right. Our middle rods, we're going to do exactly 100 meters. And our outside rods, we're going to do 105 meters. So just behind the feet to see if we can snag one of those big fish.
Yeah.
All right, so there's trees on the other side. There's a tree right in between me and Barend that we're gonna focus on. So we're gonna basically spawn between two trees and keep the feed in that area, and then fish just next to that and just behind that. I'm going to do a couple of casts, and then Barend's gonna load for me. So I just showed him how to load up the spomp. Remember, when you load up the spomp, don't fill it up completely. Just half a spomp at a time. Rather make a couple of more casts. If you're going to make it too heavy, you're going to break your rod, or you're going to throw off your leader and you're going to lose the spomp. And they are quite expensive, especially if you buy the original spomp. Let me do a couple of casts and let's get some feed out there.
Awesome.
Right, let's do this. Alright guys, we are done with the feeding. So what did we put into the water? About half a bag of the mealie mix. So that is more than enough for a day session. Now there's a lot of guys that asks me, but what do you do with the rest of it if you don't use it? So I'm going to fill this up now. I'm putting it in my cooler, and then when I get home I'll just put it in the fridge and leave it for the next session. But most probably throughout the day you're going to get the itch. You're going to see fish turning on a spot. If you see fish turning on a spot, take a spomp, 1-2 cast there, leave it for 15-20 minutes, cast there, catch the fish. So I'm putting that aside. Time to mix our feed. We are doing the green bag again today. Thanks for all the questions about the green bag of feed. Guys, it's exactly the same as the 1.5 and the 3 kilo bags. There is no difference in the feed. There's a lot of guys that's telling me that new green feed of yours is Shanana. Yes, it's a new bag, it's not new feed. Exactly the same as the 1.5 and the 3 kilo bags. But thanks for the support. We're really selling a lot of it. I'm going to mix it quickly for the guys that haven't seen it. 2.5 cup measures to 1 cup measure of water. That's the feed to the water. So that's 1 cup. I'm going to double it up, so that's going to be 5 cups of feed because we are going to catch a lot of fish today. So we're going to do 5 cups and then 2 cups of water. It boils down to 2.5 to 1, so that's 3, 4, and the last one 5. All right, put that aside. No, that's not 5, that's 5 and 9/10. That's 5. All right, and now just 2 cups of freshly cooked, no, not cooked, just fresh dam water. And the reason why dry feed works so well is because you mix it with the water from the dam. It's actually a natural feed for them because it's made with their own water. Mix this through. I'm going to add some level 5 to this right now. Just want to mix it through properly. And a nice juicy bit of level 5 Ratzegaai. Level 5. Those two are synonymous with each other. Alright. David, you can't have a bite. It's not breakfast cereal. It smells like breakfast cereal. There we go. already starting to set. Leave this now for 10 to 15 minutes. I'm quickly going to get my rods ready. By the time my rods are ready, we are going to be fishing. This feed will be ready to go. I see Baron's busy measuring out. He's a bit ahead of me. I'm going to catch him now. I'm quickly going to measure out. Like we said, we are fishing our inside rods at 100 meters and our outside rods on 105 meters. That's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 95, 100. Alright, now what we're going to do now is put it into the line clip. Just from the bottom up. And when you wind it up now, just apply some tension above the reel on the line and wind up tightly. Barend also measured out, and the nice thing is he fishes the yellow double X, I fish the orange double X. Barend, are you fishing 10 pound?
Yes, 10 pound. Yeah.
Ah, he's also fishing 10 pound. We're both fishing 10 pound line today, so even on that 105 meters, no problem to cast that with 10 pound. The wind, it has picked up. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but that's what we're here for. Let's go fishing. Part of the rules of Ratzegaai is that you're only allowed to fish with one hook here, and we are fishing just one hook. I'm fishing a M1 sinker. So, and when you have the, or when you only allowed one hook, which hook do you cut off on your red fly trace? So I decided to cut off the top hook because I catch most of my fish on the bottom hook anyway. So there we go, just the bottom hook. And now choice of baits. I didn't make dough today, so no dough. Today we are fishing bullets and arrows. So I'm going to start with a custard bullet. No, what do we have here? I'm going to start with a raptor bullet. So what is a bullet? A bullet is a little round dough ball rolled on a boilie table, but so special. You can use it as a hook bait as is. I just like to hook it like that, leave most of the bullet on the outside of the hook, and I'm just going to press it into the mealie bomb like that, not too tight. And now it's time for some hootie. So with the wind that's picked up a bit, Raptor normally works very well here. Level 5 works well. Everything that's got a sharpish sting to it is going to work well. I think I'm going to give Julius a go. Yes, Julius. That is a bit on the stinky side, the devil's track. And I'm going to put quite a bit on there because of the conditions that picked up. Alright, so Julius, and with that I'm going to do some energy peach. Now energy peach is a nice and thick, strong fluoro peach dip that catches fish all over, and this combo, Julius and energy peach, has won me a bank angling essays and has won me numerous national trials with carp fishing. Let's get it in, see what happens. Now this wind is coming like that, so I have to aim way to my right.
Daar sê so op my linkerkant se stok begin ek met my favorite, Yellow Raptor en R2K. En dan met hierdie wind wat nou opgesteek het, sit ek 'n klein bietjie wiskunde net vir daai sterk TCP in die water. Dan op my hoekaas het ek my gunsteling SWG float en dan van ons nuwe bullets, 'n BG bullet. Dis my linkerkant se stok. Okay, so ek is besig met my tweede stok opgelaai. Op hierdie stok, my regterkant se stok, sit ek Delary en DKW wat vir my baie lekker kombinasie is. En dan op my hoekaas het ek 'n Yellow Raptor floutie, 'n sapflout en dan ook die BG agter die hoekie.
Alright guys, my second rod is almost ready to go out. On my my only hook bait on here, because we're only allowed to fish one hook, is a why not float. So why not is our eucalyptus float. And there's a lot of people that don't know that we've got a eucalyptus float in the signature series. So a nice bright and yellow eucalyptus float, very strong as well. Works very good in the Val Dam. Backed up with a fruit punch bullet, just a half a bullet that I softened with some water out of my water bucket. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put some hoekom bloekom onto the bomb, and the hoekom bloekom is purely because of this wind. Whenever you want the wind to blow, just call David, organize a shoot, and the wind will blow. And with the hoekom bloekom, I'm going to fish some berrylicious, also something that works very good here. So I'm just going to spray the hoekom bloekom and put the berrylicious over that. Let's do it. So berrylicious is also one of those dips that I don't talk too much about, but I catch a lot of fish with it, and this combines really nice with all the strong sharp flavors, the garlic flavors, as well as the Julias. I'm going to put it in just like that. Let's see what happens. Oh yes, Baron.
Oh, say.
Yo, did you see that? Just where his line goes into the water, another fish came out. That's a better fish.
Yeah.
Catching some small barbel off camera. We're not going to show you that. So we did put in some feed into the water, like you guys saw in the beginning of the video. So it normally takes a bit for that feed to kick in, and that's why we didn't put in too much, because the more you put in, the longer it's going to take to really kick in. And then when the fish move in on it, they have to get comfortable with it. How does it feel, Barend?
Het voelt nog wel lekker. Ja, ik kom.
Yeah, it's coming this way. It's swimming into the deep water. By the island, there's some deep water, so I reckon with this wind they're going to cut upwind and swim into the deep water. What did you have on that rod, Barend?
Hierdie stok het ek 'n DKW in Delary.
Okay, ja.
Met daai Raptor oozing float met 'n BG bullet aan die agterkant.
Okay, pakgat. Alright, let's see. Barend, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Ah, it's a carp, it's a carp, it's a carp, it's a carp. I just thought it was a barbel. Nice fish.
Mate.
Yeah, go.
Ah,
There we go.
Alright, so hier is my eerste karpie vir die oggend. Lekker size karpie. Gevang op DKW in Delary met 'n Raptor oozing floatie en 'n BG bullet aan die agterkant. Sê, kom ons dis hoekom dit belangrik is vir 'n unhooking station. Kom ons sit die karpie terug. Sê. Ja, hy kan toe.
We've got a bite here. Just pulled my line really tight. Boom, chakalaka. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. That's a bit better. First one on that feeding spot. It's about 45 minutes since we've thrown that last bomb. Barend just had a nice fish, and now mine is on. This is on my left hand rod. I was just about to take out my right hand rod because I caught a small barbel off camera, and this top piece of my hat caught my line, and I dragged the whole rod into the water, and I think I moved it, and I was just about to take it out, and now this one bites. This is the one with the raptor bullet, and I think that bottom bait is definitely going to catch the bigger fish. When you're catching bigger fish and you want to bring them in quicker, if there's no snags in front of you, try and keep your rod horizontal. If you lift them too high in the water column, they fight a lot harder. And if you play them out like I'm playing this fish out now, there's basically no tension on the fish, and I'm just swimming it in. So if they've got soft mouths, you're definitely gonna limit the damage that the hook does to the mouth, but you're gonna get them in way quicker and much easier. It's just when they come quite close, you must just be still and just swim them into the net, just like that. Waka laka! Woo! Here's my first fish on that raptor bullet with the Julius and the Energy Peach. Like I said, a combo that just catches fish all over South Africa, and especially in the Vaal system. I'm doing this over the water because I don't want to hurt this fish. Okay, I'm going to put you back right now. Come now, man, Jonty. No. Let me get this fish back. Let's catch another one. In my hand I've got a raptor bullet. Now I'm fishing a number 1 hook. I should actually fish a number 2 when I fish the bullet, but what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use the edge of the container just to cut about 1/3 off that bullet, and then I'm just going to hook it as is. So it looks like a floaty that's been cut open now. So I'm not hooking it from the open side, I'm hooking it on the sealed side, just like that. So it's a smaller hook bait now, and you don't have to roll it onto the hook. So I'm just going to push this lightly back into the bomb like that and apply the mooties. That's a lazy old run. Come boy. Children, you're not allowed to talk with food in your mouth. Only I am. This rod wasn't in the water for very long. What's really surprising is that these fish come onto the feed so quickly, and it normally takes that 45 minutes to an hour for the first fish to arrive, and it's going to depend from dam to dam on how it's going to work. But if you want to do some winter fishing and you want to target bigger fish, just do what we're doing today. It's going to work in most dams throughout South Africa. Yes, there is dams that you're only going to get the 1 bite for the day, but I can assure you, you're going to catch bigger fish. They will definitely come. We would have had a problem. Boom chakalaka! Boy, there's a lekker one for you. Dankie Barend. Oh Barend, there goes your other rod. Now it's chaos on that feeding spot. Ooh, lekker. Barend, don't get attached to that rod and reel, eh? Okay. I'm just tuning him because I know him. Just now he's gonna say, can I have this? This is a really long fish, torpedo carp. Man oh man, picked up on that Julius and Energy Peach with that 2/3 of a raptor bullet. Just a little bottom bait. On to that milli mix and particle mix with a little bit of extra level 5, and of course the signature series milli bomb. If it works for me, it's gonna work for you. Alright, thank you fella. There we go.
Hier is daai vis wat ons op Loukie se stok gevang het terwyl hy besig was om sy vis in te bring. Oh, amper kry ek 'n lekker hou. Kyk hier die mooi karp.
Jy wil mos my vis vang.
Ja, Loukie, waar heb jy hom gevang?
Hy was op die Why Not Bullet. Ag, die Why Not soft oozing float en dan die Why Not en die Berrylicious.
Ah, sy, baie mooi karp. Laat ek die karp terugsit. Ek het 'n byt op my linkerkant se stok. As hy, dankie Loukie.
Dis 'n mooi vis, Barend. Oelala. Oelala.
En daar sy.
Say. Let's go put it on the unhooking mat.
So, na daai vis wat ek by Loukie se stok gevang het, toe daai linkerkant van my gevang, gehardloop, die DKW in die dallery. En ja, hier is die resultaat.
Alright, the right hand rod that caught that long torpedo carp is ready to go back out. That Why Not oozing float, that's that eucalyptus bright yellow oozing float with the fruit punch bullet just softened up a bit with a bit of water behind that as a backing. And then this light yellow is my Hoekom Bloekom, and then that darker dip is my Berrylicious. So a bit more about Berrylicious. It's a lot of different berries with green and red fluoro that goes into one. So it's brownish reddish on the bomb, but when it hits the water it's nice and green. And it's also something that you can combine with a lot of the dips in our signature series. Like I said, something that I don't talk too much about, but I do use it a lot. And this coming essays, I'll definitely be fishing it very hard. Let's get this rod in and catch another one. I'm going to show you once more how to cut that bullet if you're fishing a smaller hook. Just press it on the edge of the container, and now I'm going to turn it around and hook it on the side that hasn't been cut. Just a skin hook, that's more than enough. It's quite tough. If you want to, you can just press on it, make sure it sits nice and tight. And I'm just going to press the hook into the bomb like that. That's it. That's how we catch those big ones. It works for me, it'll work for you. Here's another way of fishing this, on top of each other, just like that. It works just as well. Man, it's chaos on that feeding spot now. If you want to fish this winter, make sure you got some level 5, you get some millimix, get a proper rod and a reel that you can throw the spomp with. We'll talk about that now, but first remember to like and subscribe to our channel. There's a lot of people that doesn't know how YouTube works, so if you subscribe to our channel, It doesn't cost you anything. It's for free. And so if you subscribe, it's for free. If you hit the notification bell, all that means is that you're going to be notified via social media that a new program has dropped. And it's as easy as that. You won't have to wait for it. You're going to get automatic notification on your cell phone or on your laptop. It's as easy as pie, like they say. There was a question on one of our previous programs that was asked about the gear that we use for the spomb and for the spot rod, like we call it. So you can use any normal rod, but don't overload your spomb. In South Africa, most of the rods that we get for bank angling is 3.5 test curve and a bit heavier. So ideally is around about 3.75 test curve. That's awesome. And then if you do the monofilament thing, if you throw your spomb with monofilament, nothing less than 10 pounds. You're going to cause yourself a lot of headache, and you're going to be very fit for swimming after your spomb if you go less than 10 pounds. So 10 pounds the minimum, and then at least a 30 pound leader. Don't go any lighter than 30 pounds. If you can go heavier, up to 40 pounds, monofilament, that's fine. If you do the braided thing, 20 pound casting braid, Suffix 832, nothing else, that's the best there is. And 50 to 60 pound Suffix 832 leader. That's my gear that I throw the spomb with. And it works in most circumstances. So if you want to do the spombing thing, that's what you need to do, that's what you need to get. And buy the original spomb. They are a bit more expensive, but the spomb that I use have costed over 2,000 casts. Way over 2,000 casts. I've used it in various world championships. It's actually one that I bought in Spain, and I'm still using it. And where the cheap Chinese ones that you get, they just don't last. They don't last. 4 or 5 casts. If you're lucky, you're going to get 1 day out of it. But other than that, it's going to break within the first couple of casts. So go for the more expensive one. Buy once and get it over and done with. This is a heavy fish. At first I thought it was a barbel, but it's definitely not. It's a carp. They are on that feeding spot now, and the nice thing is I've had 1 or 2 bombs that has come out, but the bites came within a minute after casting, and then that will happen. But if it's in the water for 2 to 3 minutes, the bomb stays behind, and it's just more feed, more feed, more feed, and the bites are just going to come quicker and quicker and quicker. This is a really, really nice fish. Come. Oh, he's putting me on overtime now. Here we go. This one is not as skinny as the others. This one is proper. Come. Here we go. Come. Whoosh. Into the net she goes. What a fish. There's our fish. Way better. That Energy Peach and Julia's on top of each other is really doing it now. Just that little piece of raptor bullet. Bottom baits always catches bigger fish. A millipip might be a good option as well. We're gonna grab a quick picture of this one, release it, and then catch another one. Ooh. Thank you, fishy. Off you go.
Ja, hy bly terugbreid. Kom ons kyk. Sy. Visie aan. Hierdie vis het ek het 'n verandering gemaak. Ek het oorgegaan na berry leashes en hoekom bloekom met 'n why not float. Het maar Loukie se raad gevolg. Net kyk en tempo is heel wat vinniger. Ja, ons hengel lekker op hy kol wat ons gemaak het vanoggend, dat hy mielimix. So ek moet sê, hy vis het nou lekker in beweeg daarso. Hulle is nou besig om lekker te eet daarso.
Nice fish, Boeddha.
Dankie.
What did you catch it with?
Hierdie het ek gevang op die berry leashes en hoekom bloekom met die why not float.
Jy kyk af. Jy kyk af. It's a camera PB, so ek gaan hom nou nat gooi. No, I'm only joking.
Yeah.
Nice fish. I quickly want to grab a quick photo for you. And then yeah, just hold it like that.
I'll say.
Okay, Boeddha, is lekker om hulle te vang. Net so lekker is dit om hulle terug te sit, né?
Absoluut.
Well done. Alright, here we go. Woota! Woota! Man, oh man. Signature series products. Pink. That's all. Boy, they're on that feed now. I would love to come and do a carp session here. I think we might do a casting session here a bit later into winter. Come and do some pop-up casting. Throw some specimen rigs. I don't think you're gonna catch way bigger fish, but you're definitely gonna catch quality fish. Like on that millimix now with the level 5, and I must say every millibomb that stays behind just brings them in quicker and quicker and quicker. It works for us. Try it at home. It's gonna work for you. These are our last 2 fish for the program. Thanks for watching. I'm definitely going to fish on a bit. David can take the bucket and go. He can come and fetch me this afternoon. No, I'm joking. So, but I'm definitely going to catch 1 or 2 more fish off camera. It's seldom that you get days like this where everything just works out. Remember, if you come to Ratzegaai, do what we did. You're going to have success. If you can't feed that far, just there's fish all over. But look after them, preserve the place, and remember, the rules are strict. Oom Teens is baie kwaai. You don't want to get on his wrong side. And yeah, just come and enjoy the place. It's open to the public, but you have to book. We'll put the number at the end of this program, and we'll also put the combos that we used at the end of this program. So enjoy, guys. What a finish!
Ja, dit is nog lekker.
This condition of this fish is not too good. Guys, thanks for watching. Mooi vis, Boeta. Dankie dat jy saamgekom het.
Dankie vir die uitnodiging.
If you want us to fish somewhere, let us know. You'll see I'm going to get some of my pro anglers to fish with me in programs whenever somebody's available. We're going to get these fish back, catch another 1 or 2. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.